Graduated from Ohio, Cloverleaf. Tiny little small town in Lodi. It's yay big. The town I lived in was called Seville. It has one stoplight. But we also had the Giants of Seville. So that in the, I want to say late 1800s, there was a couple. She was 8'2", and he was like 7'11", and they got together through the circus. He was actually a general in the Civil War and met through the circus after the war ended and got married, and just kind of traveled the world being the Giants. And they eventually ended up settling in my hometown in Seville.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because even by today's standards, that's really tall.
Really tall.
And what year was it?
Late 1800s, so after the Civil War.
So people were on average around 5'5" to 5'6", right?
Yeah, I mean, much shorter. Especially if you look at the bones we have. Everyone's always like, "Oh, they're so small." Were they small people? Like, well, everyone was smaller back then. It's one of those things where these bones we have are very old because they have to be. They have to go through that medical process to be released. They got to. I don't know what the exact time is, but they have to go through a while before they can actually be released and be sold like that.
Wow, 8 foot tall. You said 8 foot?
8'2", yeah.
And so that was kind of like the town lore.
Yeah, I mean, they have a whole little museum in my little small town. It's only open one day out of the month. It's the first Sunday of every month, but they still have like their door frame inside the museum. They still hold their clothes inside the museum, so you can actually stand next to a mannequin that's built for their clothes, and it's imposing. They had to have special door frames built for their house. They tried to have a kid, but it was stillborn. It was so large that it couldn't live.
Do you think that enabled you to be more into weird and odd?
I definitely think it had a big impact on me. Honestly, it's something I look back on quite a bit because it was a cool museum. It's tiny, it's small, but it holds such a special place in my heart. We used to go there for school field trips in elementary school. A friend of mine still has a hat he bought there. It's those little things like that I still remember from that time. And seeing that 8 foot tall mannequin with the clothes on, especially the old clothes like that, petticoats and everything like that. It was sparked some interest in there for sure.
Yeah, and they would have had to have them custom made.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if all clothes were custom made back then. I'm sure that they didn't have Walmarts or stuff like that, but that would have been like a very specific.
Even when he was in the military, when he was in the Civil War, he had to have his uniforms especially made because he was so tall, and I can't imagine what that was like, seeing him, on a battlefield, especially Civil War times. That's not like hiding and ducking through trees. It's stand up fighting like that. So it's strange.
It would be very scary to see someone just as a giant walking through the battlefield.
Oh yeah, imposing as hell.